Out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
Because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Hurts. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 7 yards there and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Dances by him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On play action, it's Carr. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now Carr steps away to his left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now on 2nd and 16. Hurts drops it off for Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He juked him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And Tommy Tremble, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers. And 1st down here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
2nd down and goal. Carr. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Dan Arnold. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They've had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
It's caught inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
And it is now 21-0.
time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give. This is Chubb. Runs over him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to let this one go deep.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And Gay knocks this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely. a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And we're back now in Charlotte. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his tight end, David Njoku, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts being chased out left.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play action. Now it's Carr. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Hurts throw into the hands of Hooper. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Hurts. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Carr.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here. Buying time to his left. That caught by Trimble. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.